Hello, creative freelancers and solopreneurs. Welcome to Coaching for Creatives. I am a huge believer in the benefits of being in a well-run mastermind. Today, Coaching for Creatives is dedicated to help you to decide whether or not being in the Business Accelerator Mastermind is a great fit for you or not. I'm Aura McKay. I'm the founder of Business of Creativity. I'm the host for Coaching for Creatives, and I am the facilitator for the Business Accelerator Mastermind, which is a weekly meeting of service-based creative freelancers, photographers, videographers, writers, designers. You've got digital marketers, social media people, copywriters, web developers. There's a whole diversity of freelancers that come from the creative services industries. And we all get together and we contribute to each other. We share our experiences, we share our knowledge, any training or information that we might have, any resources or tips or tools. It's a way to accelerate your own business development by learning from the people that have come before. And it's a way for you to be seen as who you're becoming. It's a way to get expert feedback. There's all kinds of great reasons to be in a mastermind in general. But today is about, let's look specifically at the Business Accelerator Mastermind and some of the most frequently asked questions. If you're watching this on the replay, type your questions. I always come back and I will answer them. So one of the biggest questions is, who is in this mastermind? Who are the players? I talk a lot about the value of a curated group. The people in the Business Accelerator Mastermind come from a diverse group of backgrounds. They come from usually Canada or America, although some of our members have come from New Zealand or Australia. Our members are English speaking for the most part. Some have multiple other languages. We have, as I mentioned, photographers, videographers, writers, designers, people in the creative services industry, a diversity of voices from freelancers and solopreneurs, and most of whom are beyond the sort of getting the idea stage. Most of them are in this sort of 1 to 7 years of business, although we have some in our membership that are 20 or 30 years into their business. These are people who are actively working as creative freelancers. They have clients, they have challenges, and they want to accelerate their results. They want to be more consistent at taking action. They want to get more feedback and stop feeling so isolated and alone. So your next question might be like, wait a minute, I'm a photographer. And so if there's another photographer in the group, how is that going to work? How am I going to show up and share and be open and be vulnerable and ask my business questions? Like, how is that actually going to work? Well, hang on a second. The thing about it is, in a well-run mastermind, like the Business Accelerator Mastermind, there is a code of conduct. There is a confidentiality agreement. And even within that code of conduct and confidentiality agreement, there's a specific line about respecting intellectual property and non-compete. So part of what we do within the structure of the mastermind is to create the context, environment, the container for really authentic relationships, even from within the same creative industries. We've had multiple situations where there are two commercial photographers who both do headshots, where we have graphic designers who both really want to serve heart-centered, impact-driven entrepreneurs. And what's happened in some cases is that they've partnered together and become even stronger, or created an offer together, like an affiliate or a joint venture offer. They've become referral partners. So what we've found is that within the group, having people from the same industry within the group is actually a benefit. All parties grow stronger, grow faster, get their results faster. In fact, is actually a really positive thing. Next most frequently asked question is about what actually happens in a meeting. Like you say mastermind meeting, but everybody means something different. Let me explain how Business Accelerator works. We have two different kinds of meetings. We meet every single week. We meet on Tuesday mornings. So every other week, we're going to have different styles of meetings. There's one style of meeting, and that is your BAM, your mastermind meeting. In that meeting, that is where you get to access the whole group, the power of all of the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom, the tips, the tools. You get to come together as a group to connect, contribute, and sometimes even co-work together. That is one style of meetings. Those are usually around 90 minutes. They're super powerful. I can't tell you how gratifying it is where every single time we have one of those meetings, I get to hear how great it is to not feel like they're so alone anymore, to feel like there's actually somebody's got your back, or that you're not just so isolated in your struggle. That's the BAM meetings. And the second kind of meeting that we have is called the Ask Aura Anything meetings. And in the Ask Aura Anything meetings, you got it. You get to leverage my expertise, my experience, my wisdom. You get to get my insight, my feedback, my advice, the tools that I use, my experience, whatever I'm doing in my business. You get full unfettered access to whatever it is that I know and can offer you, including my contacts and my connections. Every other meeting is an opportunity to get like really high quality, high value feedback on your creative business. That's what happens in the meetings. Often what happens is people start to see results in their business or results in their life. One of the next questions is, what kind of results have people had by being members in the Business Accelerator Mastermind? I'm going to read my list here, but recently, just in the last 2 weeks, I've heard that 2 of our members achieved over $10,000 in sales in the last 30 days. We've had members sell out completely a all-day special offer photography event, sold out completely in under 2 weeks. We've had members switch lanes from being largely serving a consumer or individual basis to booking their first of many clients with commercial clients. In fact, one of their dream clients, one of those ones that's on your dream board list, booked and paid for a profitable gig. We've had over $50,000 in grant approvals get awarded to members within our community. People are being able to network with ease and confidence. They're showing up in their meetings. They're making more connections. They're making more meaningful connections. We've got several published projects in magazines and in blogs and in other areas. We've had national awards won by our members during their membership, new business partnerships, reducing hours worked while increasing revenue. Yes, you heard me. People are starting to work less and make more money from within the group. But ultimately, the number one thing that people say that they get from this that is so worth every minute and every penny, it's the feeling of being connected to a community of other creative service freelancers. People who are having the same experiences, the same challenges, the same wins. It is always a joy to celebrate wins within the community. So you might be wondering, is it all business all the time? What if I'm having a bad day? What if I just don't feel like working on my business? Come to the meetings anyway. Come to the community and get connected, because we do talk a lot about mindset and beliefs and motivation. And we don't just talk. We support each other and we find new tips and techniques. We become accountability partners. We support each other between the meetings. In fact, the caring and the contribution from the community, again, is just one of the most incredible things. I feel quite honored to be a leader of this group of people. What if you miss a meeting? No worries. All of the meetings are recorded. You get access to any of the past recordings as long as you are a member in the community, including any of the past trainings, any of the past bonus sessions. There's an archive of information that you get access to when you join the BAM fam. And yes, we call ourselves a family. We have that sense of feeling of connection and family within us. One of the other things that I haven't spoken about is, where does community happen? We have a Slack community. Slack is a communication app that gets us off of social networks, off of the computer and into our phone, but yes, still in one place to be thinking about business, to thinking about communication, to be thinking about your mindset. Within the Slack community, we have different themed threads and channels. We have multiple postings. It's like a Facebook group, but with more privacy, confidentiality, and a little bit more of a sense of a really close-knit community. Within that Slack community, you can always be posting questions, getting feedback, and you have almost unfettered access to me as well, to reaching out and asking for my support. And gang, the reason why I've been so excited about talking about the Business Accelerator Mastermind is that up until the end of June, we have a free full month trial offer going, which means you sign up, your first month is 100% free. If you wish to leave after that, we will miss you, but there will be no additional charge. There's no long-term commitment. If you're interested in learning more about the Business Accelerator Mastermind, please click the link in the description, check it out, go ahead and register. It's an absolute no lose. You can only win. If you come to a few meetings and it's not your cup of tea, then off you go, no hard feelings. But likely what's going to happen is you're going to come to the first couple of meetings and you're going to get a sense of how powerful it can be and how much of a contribution to you and your business it could be if you had a group of people who had your back, who were willing to share what they've learned so that you could take shortcuts and not have to learn things the hard way, who you could bounce your ideas off of and get real, meaningful, qualified feedback to save you time in testing things out in the marketplace. I think that if you come and join us, you will find that this is a wonderful, supportive community that will make a huge difference to you and your life. This is my invitation. Click the link, check it out, register for free, come join us, or message me with any of your questions. I'm happy to answer some more. Put them in the comments so that we can all benefit from the frequently asked questions. Gang, that's it for today. I am Aura McKay. This has been Coaching for Creatives, and I will see you here again live next week, or I will see you in the BAM Fam.